Today we're dueling with Structure Deck's Yugi and Marik Ishtar. But if these products look a little different, it's because they're custom made by Venom Romulus, a Yu-Gi-Oh anime fan who makes and shares all kinds of custom made fan products over on his Instagram account. And they look amazing. He sent over these for us to open and try out, and all the cards even have their anime effects. All right, I've got Structure Deck Yugi Battle City. Funny thing actually, he custom made all these arts himself. Very talented. If I didn't know better, I'd be like, maybe something Konami made. I guess they'd never be that cool, huh? Dark Magician, the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. Cyber Jar. I don't remember if you can use this.
Well, I won the first duel of the Battle City Finals.
But yeah, it seems like it has it's just the TCG effect of Cyber Jar. There's Karibo, of course. Oh, so one thing that they added here is if your opponent's monster attacks, or if they activate a monster effect that would inflict effect damage, you can pitch this card. Woo, Sly for the Sky Dragon, okay. This is some small text. I feel like I'm reading a modern card here. Requires okay, he's all kind of normal like you'd expect. Red border, very nice. Requires 3 tributes to normal summon. Can't be normal set. Its normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summon, cards and effects cannot be activated, so no bottomless trap hole type cards. This card's effects cannot be negated. Control of this card cannot switch. Can only be affected for 1 turn by your opponent's card effects that do not remove this card from the field. Cannot be destroyed by card effects except by the effect of monsters whose original name is the Winged Dragon of Ra. Once per turn, when your opponent declares an attack, if this card was special summoned from the graveyard during this battle phase, change the attack target to this card. Okay, that's kind of like how Yugi used it against Kaiba. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was special summoned, send it to the GY. This card is also treated as a dragon while face up on the field. It gains 1,000 attack and defense for each card in your hand. If a monster is normal or special summoned to your opponent's field, that monster or monsters lose 2,000 attack or defense, respective to its position. Then, if its attack or defense has been reduced to 0 as a result, destroy it. So it gets a little bit more coverage than it does with its TCG effect. Very fitting. Brain Control. Pay 800 life points, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase. This is treated as a special summon. Interesting. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be like how when he took Revival Jam, it was treated as being special summoned to his field, and so that kind of caused a loop with Slifer and...
Whenever Revival Jam reappears on the field, my dragon automatically attacks it. And since Yami controls Revival Jam, it will revive itself on his side of the field, which makes me draw 3 new cards. Then my dragon will attack again. Each event triggers the next in a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, Card of Sanctity. Each player draws until they have 6 cards in their hand. Magical Hats. Okay, I've been very interested in how they're gonna make this work. Quick play spell instead of a trap. If you control a spellcaster in your main monster zone, you can special summon 3 Magical Hat tokens, which I assume probably in here, actually. There's Karibo tokens and Magical Hat tokens. Anyway, special summon 3 Magical Hat tokens. They are Spellcaster Dark level 1, 0 attack and defense. Set those tokens and a Spellcaster monster in your main monster zone and shuffle them on the field. Ah, okay, I get it. If the set non-token spellcaster monster is flipped face up or removed from the field, then you destroy all the tokens. This is a really faithful reinterpretation of Magical Hats. Multiply. Target a face-up monster you control whose original attack is 500 or less. Summon up to 2 tokens with the same original type, attribute, level, attack, defense as the target. If the target was a monster whose original name is Karibo, you summon as many Karibo tokens as possible. Your opponent's monsters cannot target for attacks or with monster effects any monsters except Karibo or Karibo tokens. When a Karibo token is destroyed by battle, you can special summon another Karibo token. Magic Cylinder. Ah, they added the clause that it can only be activated if you control a spellcaster monster. Magician Selection. This looks like an anime exclusive. Dark Paladin. Oh man, they actually nerfed him. He only gains his 500 attack points thing. Ragnarok. This is the card I used to finish off Marik.
I activate my Ragnarok card!
Activate only if there are 2 of either Dark Sage, Dark Magician Girl, or Magician of Black Chaos on the field. Banish all monsters from your hand, deck, and graveyard. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls, ignoring their effects. Awesome! I'm excited to first practice a little bit with this deck and throw it into a duel.
This is the Structure Deck Marik Battle City. Let's open it up. Here it is. All right, okay. Now I know for a fact Drago is an effect monster. Help Poemer.
Oh, I remember this. You said in the duel against Joey.
I sacrifice you to summon this! The mighty Helpoemmer! And And I can assure you that this new monster of mine is more than he appears to be!
I know we have this card. I was trying to remember what it does. At the end of each of your opponent's battle phases, if this card is in the graveyard because destroyed by battle while in attack position, make your opponent discard one random card. This card must be in the graveyard to activate and resolve this effect. Lava Golem! Once per turn during your standby phase, take 700.
Oh, see, that's interesting because in the anime it was 700 as opposed to.
How much did we
the real
take?
game it's 1,000.
Oh,
Because in the anime they had like 4,000 life.
more meaningful that way. Wow! It's the Winged Dragon of Ra! And
So then you know that when you duel, you're gonna have to say that.
I don't know. I don't know the chant. I'm gonna have to look up the chant before we play.
Well, also, like, if you're supposed to, like, what, how do you know the rest of the effect?
It's whatever I say it is. Surprise attack from behind. During your end phase, special summon as many monsters as possible from your graveyard that were summoned this turn. You can then conduct another battle phase immediately. Once you end the battle phase, send all monsters that were special summoned by this effect back to the graveyard. Tribute Burial. Now we do have this card, right? Once per turn, you can tribute a monster by banishing one monster from each graveyard instead. Joyful Doom. When your opponent tribute summons a monster, gain life points equal to the combined original attack of the monsters used for the tribute summon. Then make the attack of the tribute summon monster 0.
You use that against Sakura.
Oh man, that's cool.
Observe as I sacrifice my 3 monsters to summon this card. The Winged Dragon of Ra!
Not so fast. My trap card is about to render your dragon useless.
What?
That's hilarious. Egyptian God Slime. Plasma Eel cannot be destroyed by battle. Quick effect, you can equip this card to one face-up monster your opponent controls. During your opponent's end phase, the equipped monster loses 500 attack. The equipped monster cannot be tributed. You got 3 Plasma Eels. Revival Jam. When this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, the player who controlled this card when it was destroyed can special it in defense position from the graveyard to their side of the field. Okay, so I can just do this infinitely. Card of Last Will. If the attack of a monster you control is changed by a card effect, draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. That's funny. Oh!
Oh, wow.
So, okay, this card is the entirety of the Winged Dragon of Ra's effect. Let's dive in. Requires 3 tributes to normal summon. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summon, cards and effects cannot be activated. This card's effects cannot be negated. Control of this card cannot switch, can only be affected for 1 turn by your opponent's card effects that do not remove this card from the field. Cannot be destroyed by card effects except by the effects of monsters whose original name is the Winged Dragon of Ra. Once per turn, when your opponent declares an attack and this card was special summoned from the graveyard during the battle phase, change the attack target to this card. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was special summoned, send it to the graveyard. This card's attack and defense become the combined original attack and defense of the monsters tributed for its summon. If this card is special summoned, it gains the effects. You can pay life points so that you only have 1 left. This card gains attack and defense equal to the amount paid. When an attack is declared involving this card, you contribute any number of other monsters that did not declare an attack this turn. This card gains attack equal to your life points, increases. Wait, I got track of where I was.
I can't imagine how.
Where was I? You contribute any number of other monsters that did not declare an attack this turn. This card gains attack equal to the attributed monster's combined original attack until the end of this turn. Any effect that would increase your life points increases this card's attack and defense by the same amount instead. Unaffected by card effects that prevent it from attacking. Also, its attacks cannot be negated. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Also, after that, it can attack directly if able. Quick effect, you can discard 1 spell, gain life points equal to that card's current attack, then make the attack and defense of this card 0. This card is unaffected by other card effect, cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. Once per turn, quick effect, you can pay 1,000 life points and target 1 monster on the field. Destroy that target, ignoring its effects. This card cannot attack a turn you activate this effect. Wow, this card is busted.
Okay, well, fun.
Greetings, Pharaoh.
Oh, I didn't have my Yugi voice ready for this.
Oh.
Anyways, we've got Battle City deck Yugi
Versus Battle City deck Marik.
And we're gonna be playing this with anime rules. So if you fusion summon a monster, it has to wait a turn to attack.
We only have
sucks.
4,000 life points.
Yeah, that too.
Also, our cards are different than you might remember.
Yeah, as we saw in the opening, some of these cards have different effects. We will explain them.
And we'll
as
do
they
our
come
best
up.
to resolve them without breaking the real rules or the anime rules.
It's gonna be tough.
So we're doomed.
It'll work out, I'm sure of it.
I guess we'll just roll a die, even though we never saw them do it in the anime.
All right, I
I'm
guess you
going
get to
first,
go first.
and I get to draw.
Yeah, I think that's how it was in the anime.
Draw! Let's start this duel with Lord Poison in attack position. And then
4 cards.
I'll say
Marik.
4 cards face down and end my turn.
All right, I draw Marik. I summon the Queen's Knight in attack mode. And then I set 2 cards face down and end my turn.
Only 2.
That's right, your move, Marik.
Draw for turn. Lekunga. Then I'll set a card face down. Oh wait, I'm bigger. Enter battle.
Battle entered, Marik.
Lekunga, attack Queen's Knight.
You've activated my trap card, the Spellbinding Circle.
What?
I target Lekunga and it will decrease its attack by 700 and it can't attack or change its battle position. It'll decrease your attack to 1000 and that means your monster will be destroyed and you'll take 500 damage.
Ah! Nope, can't do the voice anymore, it hurts.
That was a good trick, Marik, but it'll take more than that to steal my puzzle.
Lord Poison attacks Queen's
You're not supposed to do that part. What the heck? I was gonna summon. All right, they're both destroyed.
I end my turn.
I draw for turn. Set 1 monster face down and end my turn, duelist.
I'll draw. I'll activate Left Arm Offering. So I can send my hand to the graveyard to add a spell from my deck to my hand. Let's send this class system away. I'll add Card of Sanctity. Now I'll activate Card of Sanctity. Each player draws until they have 6.
I drew 3, so now my hand is 6 cards.
My hand is also
You got a fully replenished
6
hand there,
cards.
I see.
Normal summon Juragetto. And now Juragetto attack his face down.
You attacked Gemma the Magnet Warrior
Aw.
with 1800 defense. You take another 100, duelist.
I end my turn.
I draw, duelist. I'm going to activate this card, the Change of Heart.
What?
I'll take control of Juragetto. It's mine this turn. Switch Gamma the Magnet Warrior to attack mode. And now, Gamma attack directly for 1500. Then I'll attack you directly with Juragetto.
And then I activate Nightmare Mirror. I can negate your attack and then deal 1000 damage.
Oh my god, not fair, Marik. You're a cheat. I tribute Juragetto
What?
to summon the Dark Magician Girl.
Summon Dark Magician Girl!
That's all.
Draw for turn. Let's normal summon Gilgar. Attack your Gamma.
No, my Gamma's destroyed. I take 300
You know,
damage.
playing with 4,000 life points is really rough. And then next, I will end my turn.
I draw, duelist. Dark Magician Girl attack Gilgarth.
I activate Nightmare Wheel. Target your monster. It can't attack or change the battle position. And then I'll burn you for 500 during each of my standby phases.
Fine, duelist. I'll set 1 card face down and end my turn.
Draw for turn. Burn!
No!
Normal summon Boganian. Activate Magical Stone Excavation. I'm going to discard 2 cards, target a spell in my graveyard, then add it to hand. I'll discard my Melkid and my Plasma Eel.
What's your spell card?
I'm targeting my Card of Sanctity.
Oh, wow. I activate my Curse Breaker.
Oh, you're so lame!
When a spell's activated, I negate the activation, and if I do, destroy it. And I'll also negate the effects of all of your spell cards in the field.
I lost a lot of cards for that, Paul.
Yeah, you did. Good. Because my Dark Magician Girl can't attack, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to get her off the field in time to save my life points.
All right, I'll pass.
I draw, duelist. I activate Pot of Greed.
I can now draw 2 more cards from my deck.
I draw 1 and 2. Jesus. I'll set 1 card face down and normal summon my King's Knight. King's Knight attack Boganian with 1600. I also will end my turn.
Draw. Burn! All right, let's just go to battle phase.
Battle
Gilgar,
entered, duelist.
attack King's Knight.
Activate this, my Mirror Force.
No way!
It'll destroy all of your attack position monsters.
I will activate Monster Reborn. Welcome back to the field, Gilgarth. Then I'll set a card face down, and I'll end my turn.
I draw. I activate this, Card destruction.
Wow.
I'll discard 5 cards from my hand to draw 5 new cards.
I only have 1.
All right, now we draw. This is just what I needed. I tribute King's Knight and Dark Magician Girl to summon my Dark Magician. Enter battle phase and attack your Gilgarth. I set 1 card face down and end my turn.
Draw for turn. Now set 2 cards face down. Now end my turn.
Draw. Dark Magician attack his face down monster. Let's see what it is, Duelist.
Nudoria!
What?
And when it gets destroyed by battle and sent to grave, I can destroy a monster on your side of the field. Goodbye, Dark
I
Magician.
needed that.
No, I didn't need you to need that.
I'll go to main phase 2 and set 1 card face down and end my turn.
Draw. Pass.
Draw. Pass.
Draw. Set. Pass.
Draw. Set. Pass.
Draw. Pass.
Draw. Oh, this will help. Graceful Charity. I'll draw 3 cards, then discard 2. 1, 2, 3.
You got that heat, huh?
I discard 2 cards. My 2 cards will be Valkyrion the Magna Warrior, which I'll never summon, and Necromancy.
I activate Zombie Jewel. When your opponent's spell card is sent to the graveyard, add that spell card to your hand. Then you, as in you, Paul, may draw a card.
Oh, so you get my
I'm taking your Graceful Charity.
Graceful Charity, but I get to draw 1 card. Set 1 card face down and end my turn.
All right, then.
Well, you better
Draw for
hope my
turn.
Graceful Charity helps you out, Duelist.
I really am. Activate your Graceful Charity. Draw 3 cards. Then discard 2. Discard these 2. Let's set 1 face down, and I'll end my turn.
I draw. Flip my Cyber Jar.
Oh
which
my
I
God.
swear I don't think Yugi used this card in his deck, but okay. Cyber Jar destroys all the monsters in the field. Then we'll reveal the top 5 cards of our decks and special summon all the revealed level 4 or lower monsters in face-up attack position or face-down defense position.
Destroyed my Plasma Eel.
Oh, well, that's nice. 1, aw. 2, aw.
Oh.
3, okay. Something.
Okay, I got 1.
4, oh, that's nice. 5.
Oh, this is lame.
Well, you get to add them all to your hand, though, so
Oh,
it's not
okay,
like it
never
really
mind.
hurts.
Okay, never mind. I'm with this.
I get 2 cards as well.
I special summon
Beta and
Hidden
Alpha.
Legs. Hidden Legs gets its effect.
Okay, what's it do?
When summoned, return all set spell and traps to the hand.
Well, Marik, it's been a good game, but now it's time.
I just lose now.
I tribute Alpha the Magnet Warrior,
Oh, hell.
Beta the Magnet Warrior, and Cyber Jar to summon the almighty Slifer the Sky Dragon.
Reveal yourself, my all-powerful beast!
Oh my god, and I just loaded your hand up with how many cards?
Quite a few. Slifer the Sky Dragon requires 3 tributes to normal summon. Its normal summon can't be negated. When it's normal summon, cards and effects can't be activated. This card's effects can't be negated. Control of this card can't switch. A bunch of other things, but the most important one is it gains 1,000 attack and defense for each card in my hand. So that's a thing.
How many cards is that?
I have 12 cards in my hand, and that means Slifer has 12,000 attack points.
That's just a silly.
But lucky for you, you managed to get a monster off of that Cyber Jar. So Slifer, attack holding legs. I'll go to main phase 2 and set 1.
My hand.
I mean, as much as I can. 2, 3, 4. And 5 cards. Now I'll go to the end phase where I will have to discard 1. I'll be discarding Ragnarok because I know that I'm not gonna get to actually activate that shit. Your move, Duelist. Slifer's down to 6,000 attack points.
Down to 6,000. Draw.
What can you do? Remember, you have to use Ra if you want to defeat my Slifer.
Let's activate Pot of Greed.
A magic card that allows me to draw 2 more cards from my deck.
We're just gonna set some cards. Gonna set what might be useful in the short term, and then pray about the long term. The prayer is what's really important. Gonna set this monster face down. Still got too many cards in my hand. Let's see, this card might come in handy eventually, so I set this. Then I'll go to end phase. I need to discard 1 card, and I'm going to discard Champ Defender, because my god, that's a very specific card. Pass.
Oh my god. Well, I drew a card and it sucked. Attack your face down monster.
I activate Malevolent Catastrophe! When you declare an attack, I can destroy all cards you control.
All right, well, I'll activate in response my Life Shaver. I can only activate it during the main or battle phase. Your opponent discards as many cards as possible, equal to the amount of standby phases that have passed since this card was set, which is only one. This standby phase.
Okay.
So you discard one card.
I will discard my Coffin Seller.
All right, everything but Slifer is destroyed.
Sadly,
because he's
Slifer
unaffected.
can't be affected.
Now you're monster.
Oh yeah. Goodbye, Dark Droid.
Set 3 cards face down, and I end my turn.
Draw for turn. I activate the Mask of Remnants. When this card is activated, shuffle it into the deck. That's what it says. That's what it does. I'll set a card face down, and I'll end my turn.
I draw. Slifer the Sky Dragon. Attack his face down monster. Your move, Duelist.
Draw. Set a card face down, and end my turn.
I draw, Duelist. Slifer attacks directly.
Behold the power of Slifer and its Thunder Force attack!
In this
How
duel,
big are you?
6,000 attack points.
Oh, gee. So I'm gonna take 6,000.
You'll take 6,000 damage, Duelist.
You said you'll take 6,000 damage.
Oh?
I activate Spell of Pain.
What's that, Duelist?
When your opponent inflicts battle or effect damage, your opponent takes the battle or effect damage instead.
What? That is no fair, Duelist. Wait a second. No fair. What? That's. You didn't even beat me with a rock.
I couldn't win. I couldn't.
What?
I don't even think I have anything left that could deal with this situation.
Wow, Duelist. No fair.
I couldn't even summon him. Look.
Oh, you had the Winged Dragon of Ra.
I had this in my hand for so long. On the field. I saw Monster and all that stuff too early.
Wow. Okay, Duelist. I guess you win this round.
No, I didn't. I didn't win. I did not
This
win.
is my hand actually was extremely dead anyway. I couldn't do anything else. All right, we're doing another duel.
Initially, we hadn't planned on it, but we thought, let's try and summon all these gods.
All right, Duelist, it's game 2.
All right, I'm going first again. Draw. Let's normal summon Revival Gem. Then I'll set a card face down, then my turn.
Draw. I set 1 card face down, another card face down, and I normal summon my Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts. And I'll end my turn.
Draw for turn. All right, Revival Jam. Attack Gazelle.
My Gazelle is destroyed.
We're both destroyed.
That's it for Revival Jam.
Oh, is it? You better look again.
What?
And now, my Revival Gem special summons back to the field in defense position.
Oh, it just comes back forever.
Yeah, it's like, as long as it gets destroyed by battle, it can just come right back. And then I'll set a card face down, end my turn.
Draw. Pass. My
Draw for
hand
turn.
sucks.
Attack position, Revival Jam. Beat face. Set 1 card face down, now end my turn.
Draw. I activate Brain Control. I'll pay 800 life points. I'll take control of your Revival Jam. I'll attack you directly with Revival Jam for 1,500.
I'll activate Nightmare Mirror.
What?
So I can discard a card to negate your attack and then deal 1,000 damage to you.
Oh my god, that's a lot of damage, Duelist.
Yeah, that's what you get. I'm gonna discard Milkid.
I'll tribute Revival Jam.
Oh, I can't revive if you do that.
For Baphomet, which has less attack than it does. When it's normally flip summoned, I can add a Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts, from my deck to my. Oh wait, it's in my. It's in my grave. All right, I end my turn.
Draw. Let's just set card face down and end my turn.
Draw, set, and I end my turn.
Draw for turn.
Oh yeah, I'm switching my Baphomet to defense.
Man, you didn't say you want to do that.
Oh well.
We're gonna tribute this Plasma Eel and summon Legendary Fiend. And I'll pass.
I draw, Duelist.
Oh wait, I should set something.
I will have to get rid of your legendary fiend before it gets too strong for me to handle. So I activate Card of Sanctity.
Wow.
We'll both draw until we have 6 cards.
Okay, I have no problem with that. I'll take 4 cards.
1, 2,
4 cards, here we go.
3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness.
You got that heat on.
No, I got quite literally the opposite of anything good. I set. I pass.
Draw for turn. Standby phase.
My legendary fiend gains 700 attack points.
Let's activate Pot of Greed. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Legendary Fiend, attack Berthomet.
Berthomet's destroyed and does absolutely nothing.
I'll set 2 cards face down and end my turn.
I draw. I pass.
Draw. Standby phase. Legendary Fiend gains another 700 attack. Let's normal summon Holding Legs.
Oh.
We're gonna return all of our face down cards to hand. Let's activate Monster Reborn. Targeting Revival Jam. Let's get this back online. All right, now we're gonna equip Holding Legs with Black Pendant to increase the attack by 500. Revival Jam, attack!
You attacked my Cyber Jar.
Ah!
Destroy all the monsters. Top 5 cards.
Let's see. When this card is sent from field to graveyard, inflict 500.
Okay, but that's after we were gonna resolve Cyber Jar.
All right, 5 cards.
Necromancy, Electromagnetic Turtle, Spell Textbook.
Ooh, I got 2.
Spellbinding Circle, Dust. Wow, this did not help me out. Well, I'm just gonna summon Electromagnetic Turtle and face down
Let me see them
defense.
stats.
And then these cards get
1800.
added to my hand.
Oh, he's big enough. I got Granadora and Holding Legs.
Oh my god, well this sucks. New chain, I take 500.
Granadora attack! Oh, but the turtle stops me from swinging for game.
Electromagnetic Turtle effect. During the only battle phase that was sent to the graveyard, I can banish it from my grave to end the battle phase. I've got so many cards in my
Do I
hand.
have a simple burn card?
You wish. Actually, you probably do. Nightmare Wheel.
Oh, well, we'll activate the Mask of Remnants so I can shuffle it back into the deck. And then let's set a bunch of stuff. I'll play Magical Stone Excavation. We're gonna pitch 2 cards so I can limit
What
this
cards you
hand zone.
pitching?
It's gonna be my Polymerization and Card of Last Will to add Monster Reborn to hand. Okay, now I have a legal hand. Pass.
Draw. So many cards. It's worse when I tell you none of these cards are playable.
No way, you
Like,
don't have a playable
I'm telling
card.
you,
You have a live card in that
I have
hand.
a live card in my hand.
Okay. All right, now we're cooking
Set
with gas.
1, 2, 3, 4. Activate. Light Force Sword. Banish a card from your hand face down. You don't get it back till your 4th standby phase. Here, this card, whatever this is banished face down. Normal summon Beta the Magnet Warrior. Attack, holding arms.
I'll activate Relieve Monster. When you declare an attack, I can target a monster I control, return it to the hand, and special summon level 4 monster from my hand.
Oh, that is freaking.
And I'll summon Dark Jerry.
Oh my lord.
And on summon, I target a monster on your side of the field, it loses 800 attack.
No, my beta! Since I'm gonna lose this duel anyway, first I'll activate Exchange. Look at each other's hands and pick a card. Oh, this is actually okay.
Oh my god, Paul. What is this?
I'm taking your Monster Reborn.
I
just so
hate
you.
you.
Know.
I'm taking your Karibo.
Next, I'm activating Monster Reborn. I summon your Revival Jam in defense mode. Alright, final card I activate this duel.
The
Spell
Restoration.
Textbook. Discard my whole hand, draw 1 card. If it's a spell, I can activate it immediately.
Yeah, this could be the play.
Diffusion Wave Motion, Game 3. I take the first move. Set a card face down. 2 in fact. Your move.
Draw for turn. On normal summon, Vampiric Leash. On normal summon, I can inflict 500 damage. When I use its effect, I can discard a card from hand to switch to defense position. There you go, your turn.
Draw. Activate Graceful Charity. I'll draw 3 cards and then discard 2. I discard Multiply and Double Spell. Activate Trap card. Disgraceful Charity. If a spell is activated that discards a card, we both get to return the cards that we had to discard to the hand.
I didn't discard.
It wasn't any for you, but I get my Multiply and my Double Spell back to my hand. All right, normal summon Queen's Knight, an attack Vampiric Leech. I'll set 1 card face down and end my turn.
Draw for turn. Set and pass.
I draw. Queen's Knight attack for 15.
You hit Plasma Eel.
What?
It can't destroy my battle.
Your move.
Quick effect.
What?
Now I'll activate its special ability, the power of Plasma Grip. When my eel attaches itself to a monster, it lowers that monster's strength.
During your end phase, the equipped monster's attack loses 500 attack. Oh, and it can't be tributed.
Your move, Duelist.
Draw. Normal summon, Boganian. Boganian attacks at 1300.
I'm never gonna get that King's Knight combo off.
Set one card face down and pass.
Draw. Okay, at least I didn't draw that. I'd be really mad if I did. Brain control. I'll pay 800 to take control of your Boganian. Tribute Boganian. Dark Magician Girl.
So you could have tributed the Queen's Knight.
Dark Magician Girl attack directly for 2,000.
Well, this game's gonna come to a fast end.
I set these 2 cards face down and end my turn.
Draw. Set 2 cards face down and end my turn.
I draw, Duelist. I activate the Pot of Greed to draw 2 cards from my deck. Dark Magician Girl attack.
You hit Revival Jam. It gets destroyed and then comes back.
Yay! Set a card face down and end my turn.
Draw. Normal summon Dralago and pass.
I draw. Dark Magician Girl is gonna attack Dralago.
You thought. Activate Jam Defender. When you declare an attack, I can destroy my Revival Jam and negate your attack.
No
And
fair.
then Revival Jam comes back.
Your move.
Draw. I activate Tribute Burial. During this turn, I can tribute a monster from each of our graveyards for a tribute summon. So I'm going to tribute your Queen's Knight, my Boganian, and because this card requires 3 tributes, I'll tribute my Dralago.
Oh no!
Summon the Winged Dragon of Ra.
Great beast of the sky, please hear my cry. Transform thyself from orb of light and bring me victory in this
check
fight.
it out, guys.
Envelop the deserts with your glow and cast your rays upon my bow. Unlock your powers from deep within so that together we may win. Appear in the shadow game as I call your name. Winged Dragon of Ra! Behold my great beast!
So, all right, because I can't read Egyptian hieroglyphs. I have the effect right here. You see it right here? Okay, Woo! All right, normal summon cannot be negated. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. This card's attack and defense become the combined original attack and defense of the monsters tributed for its summon.
So 15 plus 16 plus
Plus
what's Boganian
13.
plus 13. So 44.
Now, Winged Dragon of Ra, attack Dark Magician Girl.
Well, good game, Duel.
Good game.
You won my puzzle. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. It was a lot of fun.
Hijinks.
Hijinks. Shout out again to Venom Romulus for creating these really awesome Orca
We
decks.
appreciate it.
Check them out on Instagram if you want to maybe even get some copies for yourself. They are great, I think, for recreating anime duels. Maybe not as great for just like a unscripted duel.
But wouldn't it be crazy to like sneak these cards into a local?
See if anyone knows.
See if anyone realizes.
We've got 2 more of these duels coming. We're gonna have Yugi versus Kaiba and then a duel that didn't happen in the anime, unfortunately.
Kaiba versus Marik.
That's right, so stay tuned for that. Get subscribed so you don't miss it. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Pass turn.